What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Urban Chart Chats with me, your host, William Mills, and this is part of that stock reality series. I just decided to make a video to kind of calm everybody's nerves down a little bit with what the market is doing right now. This is exactly why we say only invest what you can risk and what you can wait on, because doing that wait is not a loss. Remember, the pause is not a loss. So let's talk about it. All those positions that you liked and bought when they were higher priced are still great positions, with an exception. Unless if you bought into all the Wall Street bets, pump and dump, or to the moon rocket type stocks. You know, those meme stocks that everybody pumps up for a couple hours and then all of a sudden some people are left holding the bag. You shouldn't be placing most of your portfolio in there. That is the gambling part of investing. Remember, that is gambling and we're here to invest. Now, of course, it's all your money and you can do as you please. And I'm only here as a voice of caution, a voice of reason, and a voice of teaching. So I can teach you how to invest into different companies. And the companies that I always pick, as I always say, are the most safe as possible because I do the research behind it first. And I just let you know some of the companies that I am watching and investing in myself. As far as those meme stocks and pumps and rocket stocks, if I do mention them, I mention them and let you know that it's a high risk or a gamble. If it's on the stock wave reports, you do see that I'll put like the red alert siren on it or something like that that'll let you know. If not, unfortunately, you are not part of the stock wave and there's no real way that I could let you know that those are just more of a risk or, hey, I have some extra money that I'm willing to take a little bit of a gamble on. But enough about the gambling part. Now, let's talk about investing and trading, because that's what you guys are here for. Everything that you invested in is fine, unless if you panic sold. If you panic sold, then you're going to have to either reposition yourself in the same company that you liked, take that loss if you did it at a loss. Now, if you sold for profit, anticipating the dip, and now you're going back into that company, you're already winning. Because taking profit and then re-entering into a company on a dip is exactly what you want to do as a trader or a swing trader or a day trader. Now, if you didn't lock the door and you lost all that profit, you're just going to have to reset. The only thing you really lost is some time. But you're getting a good discount again, so you can enter into that same company that you have convictions on and that you did your due diligence on. If you bought that company at a very high price or a much higher price than what it is now, this is your opportunity to average down. I know not everybody has endless funds, but what you can invest safely again into this company, I would suggest you try to do it now. Once again, these are the companies that you already have a good conviction, a feeling, and did your research and due diligence on. Invest what you can now to bring your averages down. By doing this process, you are essentially dollar cost averaging, but you're doing it more in a faster way. Because usually dollar cost averaging is, you're buying in weekly or monthly into a position. But this is an opportunity where you buy the dip. I'm sure you've heard that many of times. Now for the waiters. Basically, you already know what you're doing. You're going to wait. It may be waiting a little longer than you expected from before. It may be a reset on your timeline and whatever goals that you have possibly at the finish, but it's just a wait. But I would also suggest, if you can, try to invest a little more so then you gain more on the next run up. Now for the watchers. The watchers are the snipers. The snipers are people who have been watching a company and waiting for this moment. Waiting for some companies to drop down, waiting for Amazon to drop on price, waiting for Google to drop on price, waiting for Bitcoin to drop on price. Now is your time. Hit your targets, buy what you can safely. Remember, I'm going to keep saying that. And then wait for that wave to start going back up. This is all part of investing and trading. The gambling and the meme stocks that came about in 2020 and now in this year as well, that is just added stuff. Those are possible phases or maybe an added addition into the actual trading and investing. But most of you have signed up because you want to trade and invest, or I hope that is the reason why you signed up to any platform. Now you're ready to handle whatever the market gives you. And remember, the process is the same with little change or major change, with small gains or big gains. The money numbers does not matter when it comes to investing. It is the process, it is the system that you have to put into place. It is your training, it is your due diligence, it is your research, it is the networks that you work with and how much time you put into it. Yes, I mentioned time that you have to put into it, even if you're investing passively, which is, just drop your money into a company and wait a couple years or wait at least a year to withdraw. Even those passive income streams should be researched into the companies that you are putting your money in, because you want to make sure that your returns are going to come back out as expected or on time. But I digress. Now back on subject. This is a shopping opportunity for anybody who was watching. If you were watching that company that you've been drooling over and salivating over and ready to take a bite and a chunk out of by buying shares, now is your time. Happy hunting. Buy, do your due diligence, and start gaining those gains. Until next video, everybody trade safe. See you on the boards.